Okay, I just wanted to go live to give the latest updates on the Andrew Tate situation. I've been tuned in to Twitter Spaces, listening to what people have been saying. So there's two different narratives. One is that Andrew Tate got set up basically by the deep state, and one is that he's totally guilty. And as a matter of fact, some of these women that came forward are legitimate. And I just heard Twitter influencer Eliza Blue. I heard her say that she's a victim advocate for one of the people who's accusing Andrew Tate of indiscretions, you could say, but up to and including rape, kidnapping. So I'll show you guys what some of the various claims are. As far as I can tell, I want to debunk something too, right off the bat. And I want you to vote in the poll. I have a poll going, just saying whether you think that Andrew Tate is probably innocent or probably guilty, because there's definitely people in both camps right now. There's definitely people in both camps. Some people come in and they say, I know Andrew Tate. He's not like that. I know his character, and he's probably being set up. But then some people say, like Syrian Girl on Twitter, says that he's probably guilty. So I'll show you everything. First, let me debunk something, which is the pizza box story. The pizza box story, which is what I put in the thumbnail, an arrow pointing to the pizza box. So narratives are clever things, right? People love a good narrative. And people love the narrative that Greta Thunberg is somehow responsible for the arrest of Andrew Tate, misogynist Andrew Tate, because she had that great response to his tweet, which was one of the top tweets, most liked tweets of all time. And then he made this response video. Andrew Tate did. He made a response video in which he got a couple boxes of pizza, and the pizza boxes said Jerry's Pizza, which is a Romanian pizza company. So people, and like multiple places said this. I don't know where it started, but this person, Alejandro Caraballo, said that Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country, so they reportedly used his social media posts. His ridiculous video yesterday featured a pizza from Romanian pizza chain Jerry's Pizza, confirming he was in the country. Okay? So what confirmed he was in the country, according to that tweet, is that he posted that video in which he had a pizza box, which was a Romanian pizza box. Okay. Oh, shoot. Here is Andrew Tate's account. First of all, this picture of him with his supercars is probably in Romania. Okay. So the original tweet that he shared is probably in Romania. He was not actually trying to disguise his location. And then there are other tweets. Oh, shoot. I have to show the other tweets he had on his account where it showed him that there's a tweet that says, oh, I know, I can show it to you right here. This tweet right here from December 25th said Romania, and it's a video of him in Romania. So that's proof right there. So he already on his Twitter feed was posting pictures of himself in Romania. It wasn't because of Greta Thunberg that they discovered that he was in Romania. The fact is, he wasn't actually trying to hide his location because he probably didn't think he was going to get arrested. That would be my opinion about it. Okay. Now, he has been charged with things, and apparently there are 6 accusers, and people keep mentioning, oh, the charges. So there was, let me read to you, people were saying that he was not handcuffed today, but I do have an image of him handcuffed right here. So here's a picture of him apparently with handcuffs on and with his brother. And people are still claiming that the Romanian pizza box was proof right here. But here, look, this should show a perp walk. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me blow this up. This is a perp walk right here of Andrew Tate. So you can see whether he was really arrested or not. So there, you saw it. You saw the perp walk, and it did look like he had handcuffs on in that case. In that original video, it looked like he had his hand in his pocket. I see hoax trending, which means maybe people think it's a hoax. Well, that's why we come live with the news, because we want to know, is it a hoax? So what was Andrew Tate up to? I mean, people didn't really know. I don't think that his main business was running webcam girls, which is a kind of pimping. But one of the techniques he used to lure girls into working for him was what they call a lover boy technique, which pimps use to convince a woman that they're in love with them and then make them do things for them, like go on webcam. So he bragged about that. He bragged about using that technique, which is actually not legal in some places. I don't know about Romania, but you get a girlfriend, you get her super sexualized, and then get her to start doing webcam stuff for you, apparently. That's the technique. And apparently, he not only practiced that technique, but also encouraged other young men to do it themselves. So we're learning a lot about the OnlyFans and webcam business. So here in this picture, let's see, from his website, it says over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time. Of all my girlfriends, none were in the adult entertainment industry before they met me, it said. And then it shows you how to sign up for OnlyFans Fortunes, where you learn how to make up to $10,000 a month, which with as little as 30 minutes of work per day. OnlyFans Fortunes. So that's something like what he taught people to do, is to make a girlfriend and then pimp out your girlfriend online, which is kind of legal. So that thing, even though in some places it's not legal, probably in Romania it is. Because if it doesn't involve some other form of coercion, then it could be considered legal to do that, even if you're faking it. So I'm not going to say he wasn't set up. It's possible. He wrote this: My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me to where she'd do anything I say, and then get her on webcam so we could become rich together. He said, it says right here, my job was to get women to fall in love with me. He says, my girlfriends would do more for me than 99.9% of men's wives would do for them. So that's from his website. So that's kind of what he was up to. His business was pimping girls. Some people say that's sex trafficking, no matter what. Some people say it's real work. I'm going to say in some places it's legal. There are people who make money on webcam. There are people that do it consensually. There are lots of people in the business. It's a big business. There are plenty of girls that want to do it consensually. There are plenty of girls who, want a pimp or what have you. It's true. However, he might have coerced girls. So let me see what I have. I have something with the charges here. I have this here about where the girls were. So let me read you these charges. If you want to support the stream, these videos are brought to you mostly commercial free, but also they are demonetized. And I suppose talking about Andrew Tate, period, is something that's so totally not allowed. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil and you can drop a coffee and YouTube won't take 30% and I'll read it on the show, or you can become a member as well. So, and I appreciate your support. All right, let me show you this. This is what some of the charges are. And the poll is, as a matter of fact, the poll right now with 71 votes is 62% say probably innocent. So actually, people say he's probably innocent. I don't know. Could be guilty, but he could have been set up. It's hard to say. Let me show you these charges. So Partisan Girl, I put in the title, is there overwhelming evidence? Partisan Girl, or Syrian Girl, who is at Partisan Girl on Twitter, says this. I'll show you that first. Says that she has seen, here, I'll show you that. I have seen some of the evidence the police have against the Tate brothers, and I'm afraid it's overwhelming. Because of the involvement of the U.S. and Interpol, it will likely go to trial. That's from Syrian Girl. She said it's overwhelming. She also said this. I can't share all the details. And she deleted this tweet, but I have it on archive, Internet Archive. Do you want to see it just to verify? I know you're a stickler for evidence. So I have it on Internet Archive that she said and deleted. I can't share all the details, but the American victim was only able to get out of the situation because she tipped off her brother, who is in the Marines, using a code word. This is how the initial raid occurred and why Interpol became involved. So Syrian Girl tweeted that, but deleted it. But I have it here on the Wayback Machine. She did post this, which looks like it's from a Romanian source. Show you this. Investigators who descended on the Pepera villa of brothers Tristan and Andrew Tate to rescue a woman from the United States. So investigators who descended on the Pepera villa of brothers Tristan and Andrew Tate to rescue a woman from the United States who was allegedly held captive by the two found that the British actually had several girls who were video chatting for them. Some of them were tattooed on their arms with the English message owned by Tate, which in translation means I belong to Tate. Well, in translation, it actually means owned by Tate. But that's funny. This is translated from Romanian. Known in Romania for the luxury they displayed, brothers Tristan and Andrew Tate had several video chat studios in a rented building near their villa in Pipera. Judicial sources revealed to Gandul that in a rented location about 500 meters from the address where they live, and which looks like a real fortress, 4 girls were discovered, including 3 Romanian women and 1 from the USA. Investigators said that each girl had her own room, where in addition to video cameras, a large number of erotic toys were discovered. The 2 Romanian women had tapped on their left arm the message, had tattooed, I guess, the message owned by Tate. The Romanian women who wore the tattoo would have been reluctant in front of the police and would have defended their 2 masters, while the 3rd Romanian woman and her colleague from the USA said they were being held against their will. In this regard, 21-year-old American Emma Ada Gabby reported that she was approached on Facebook by Tristan Tate, who, after a short period of time, managed to convince her that he was in love with her and called her to Romania. Although she was involved in a relationship, the young woman would have accepted, and the former British fighter would have hurried to buy her a plane ticket. Arriving at her new boyfriend's villa in Pipera, Emma Ida Gabby realized that she had just been the victim of a scam, given that she immediately received a room in the rented building for video chat. At the same time, Tristan Tate reportedly told her that if he left, he would find her wherever she was hiding and hurt her. Frightened, she sent a message to her boyfriend from America and told him that she was being forcibly kept in a house in Romania. Okay. So this is kind of like what Syrian girl said, that the American girl said she was being held captive. Prosecutors have filed rape charges. The man notified the U.S. Embassy and sent the location he had received from his ex-girlfriend. The American authorities immediately notified the Romanian police, which in turn sent messages to IPJ Ilfov. Ilfov police officers immediately obtained the search warrants and descended together with the prosecutors of the prosecutor's office attached to the Buftia court. Following the searches, the Tate brothers' villa was found to have 2 pistols and an airsoft rifle, which did not require a permit, various sums of money in euros, pounds, and lei, and a large number of champagne bottles. The house was full of surveillance cameras, and in the yard there was a human guard, in the sense that in the yard a man was found, a former boxer. The woman from the USA stated that despite the pressure exerted on her by the 2 Britons, she did not start the video chat activity, although, according to quoted sources, a sex toy was brought to her room. Investigators suspect that over time, the 2 Britons recruited by the same methods several girls who were sexually exploited in those studios, some of whom were brought from the UK. The business of the 2 in the field of virtual sex was allegedly carried out by the company Talisman Enterprises, based in Brasov, which would have officially 2 working points. Okay. So there you go. It says, as a result, brothers Tristan and Andrew Tate were released on charges and that no charges have been formally filed on their behalf so far. So this is actually from this report is from April. This report is from April. But people are saying that it might be the same. And then there's image of, let's see. There's an image of a girl with Tate tattooed near her private areas. Okay, so that is all the story so far. So I wanted to debunk the story that he was hiding somehow and that he was exposed by the pizza box, which wasn't true. Syrian Girl is saying multiple accounts have now reported that Andrew Tate said he stole passports of women. So many people are reporting that he said that he stole passports from women to become webcam girls for him. So yeah, many people are reporting that he said that he would steal people's passports. Here's a video shared by Andrew Tate and put on Partisan Syrian Girl's account. Let me play that.
Have you ever seen a woman try and do anything competently? Like, imagine a girl pick this up. If I pick this up, you ain't fucking with me. I'd have my left hand. I'd still like jab. I'd fucking swing low. Take your fucking knee out. You ain't gonna see it coming. What would a woman do? Yeah, slap the machete. Slap her in the face. One hand, machete, and then backhand. I perfected this in pimp school. When I got my PhD, we had to practice. If a girl comes at you, you cheated, you cheated. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch. Her panties get wet. Machete's on the floor. Her panties are all wet. You go, fuck her. That's how it goes. Slap, slap, grab, choke, shut up, bitch, sex. These are the basic moves of pimping. Fucking some little amateur. What if a girl picks it up? You're a fucking loser.
There you go. That's Andrew Tate.
Have you ever seen a woman try and...
That is Andrew Tate, apparently. So this is the guy. Literally, there are ways you can argue that he was the most famous person in the world, the most Googled person in the world. Claimed on Piers Morgan that he's a billionaire. Probably not a billionaire for real. And looks like he made most of his money by pimping, basically. It might have been legal pimping. And then there are images of girls that got beaten by belts by Andrew Tate. That's these images here. So warning, graphic. Images of people being beaten by belts. So, and what he just said was graphic too. Very violent. That's wrong, right? So I'm just playing it to play it for you. Okay, that's the latest update. I wanted to make sure to tell you guys. I'll check to see if anybody dropped me any coffees. If you want to drop a coffee, I'll keep reporting on the news. Just wanted to give another update on this story since it is a big story. Even though, people say it's a distraction. It's a distraction from the alien invasion, which is what I'm not talking about. Thanks, Gilo. Said they got 3 coffees. Oh, that was from before. Thank you for that. That's from before. All right. If anybody wants to do that, go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil. If you want to get a hoodie like this one, it says propaganda on it, go to truthclothing.io and we'll see you at the next show. Hope you guys have a happy new year. If I don't see you first, for now, that's what it is.